NASCAR King got the pole.
What? No way.
Yeah. To anybody watching this stream, I will be in the in-race reporter with Tyler McMurder. This is going to be the broadcast for the Nosscar Motormaster Series. What was Jackpot? What was it?
Jackpot 300.
Yeah, Jackpot 300, the Xfinity cars at Las Vegas.
Yeah, just to everybody on K's live stream right now, yeah, thank you for tuning in. We're going to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of the Jackpot 300 at Las Vegas on NASCAR Heat 5. It's the second race in the 2021 NASCAR Motormaster Series on NASCAR Heat 5. And you'll be hearing my voice as well as K Taddy's, and this will be live streamed on 2 different channels. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, so anybody watching this, if you want to see the actual stream so you can see what's happening as he's talking about it, go to the Nosscar's YouTube. Otherwise,
just
you get to watch
paused, and I'm backing out.
Alright, cool. Make sure you got another invite. They're going to work anyways, but... Alright, 15 seconds. Hey, me and Juicy J got 10th and 11th. Oof. Didn't Juicy J get 3rd last week?
5th.
Well, Diesel got 2nd. He starts 9th. He starts in front of me this week.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. You're all back there, right?
Yeah.
The top 5 guys. If Shy Cubs or whatever is back there with you, he got 3rd.
That's funny. What car's he in?
The 90.
Alright, I'll look for him once we go green. That would be funny though.
Yeah, it would. Can't remember who got 4th off the top of my head right now. Convicts. So if he's near you, then it's even better. Almost ready to go here.
Yeah, you can join whenever you want to also. Alright, back to my quiet time. Gotta focus on these restarts.
There you go. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man. I should have told Juicy J, but I changed. I'm running a 6 now instead of a 5.
Keep smooth out here. Have a good day. Drive safe. Be smart. Right side. All clear. Still there. Right side. Got a car high now. Careful, still there. Stay at the bottom here.
And 30 seconds.
Careful, still there. Clear all around. Hold me a good wheel here. 20 laps to go. Hold that line, driver. Clear left, clear right. Outside, outside. Nobody out back.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Motormaster Monday live here on NASCAR Heat 5 on the NASCAR Series Racing YouTube channel. Tonight, round 2 of the 2021 NASCAR Motormaster Series comes to you at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now, this mile-and-a-half oval opened in 1996. It seats over 123,000 fans. It is a tri-oval with 20-degree banked turns. On Heat 5, you will see 2, 3, maybe even 4 wide action, and the draft will certainly play a big role in this one, folks. I'm Nosscar CEO Tyler McMurder alongside Dignity Racing League CEO Kevin Tattersall. Strap yourselves in. We're bringing you live flag-to-flag coverage of Jackpot 300 at Las Vegas. On the pole, Josh Colombiez in the number 7 Chevy Camaro, though he just lost the lead to Jason Doro. And the 08 machine, there he is as they exit turn 4. Kevin, thanks very much for joining us. We know that you got your hands full right now as you're exiting turn 4 as well, but it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, man. It's always fun being up here with you.
You found victory lane last week in the Daytona 300. That actually puts you as the that puts you in the spot with the most wins amongst all the active drivers here in the Nosscar Motormaster Series. You're one to look at, and you're looking good early in the going in this one. What can we expect tonight?
Man, I think it's all just about these restarts. I started 11th here in this race, and luckily, a couple people missing shifts, a little bit of contact. I was able to get up in the top 5, avoiding it. At the same time, some people could be playing the fuel strategy. I know there's 16 laps to go on the stage, and everybody has about 12 laps in the tank. So I don't see anybody backing it down, but that definitely could be strategy come stage 2.
Well said. It's going to be a very interesting rest of stage 1, because you're right, now we've got 15 and a half laps to go, and we will see pit stops if we stay green for the full length of this stage. It's a 100-lap event. Josh Colombiez in the 7 machine, as I mentioned, is on the pole. In fact, as soon as I mentioned him, he had problems there. He went through the grass on the front stretch, and he's actually going to lose a couple of spots. In fact, he's going to drop outside of the top 5, and we have a battle for the race lead as a result. Jason Doro might have actually been involved in that. It might have been a 2-car tango there, because now Matt Smith in the 10 has taken the race lead as they thunder into turn 3. He's got Nick Francesco in the 6 right there. They're 3 wide. Kevin Tattersall making a move to the bottom. And Jason Doro ends up getting into the outside wall in that 08 machine. There's going to be a little bit of damage on the right side of that Camaro. And there's a car going through the grass as a result, trying to miss all of that. So a couple of incidents here really shaking everything up. And now they're still stacked up because of it. We're all going to have to really navigate their way carefully through all of this. Kevin, what did you see there? You had a front row seat.
Yeah, the 6 car, I think that's Napa fan, he got a little tired. He entered on the bottom. He might have caught the apron. He kind of went up into the 08 car, slowed them down. I went down below, and I don't know if they were trying to shoot up to give me space or what happened, but they just made a little contact, and that shot the 08 up into the wall.
Yeah, I definitely saw the contact, and Jason really paid the price. He lost a few spots because of that. Nick Francesco lost a few, but he's still right there in the thick of things. He's running in the 4th position as of right now, though. Matt Smith in the number 10. Check him out on the field a little bit. He is your race leader.
Yeah, he definitely seems to have the car to beat. He's setting some blistering race speed right now.
2020 Nosscar Platinum Cup Series champion. Broke a lot of records last season in the 2020 Platinum Cup season on NASCAR Heat 4, and he led the most laps in last week's Daytona 300. I don't know what happened there, though. He looked like he got maybe a little loose coming into turn 2, chased the car down towards the bottom. Oh, never mind, folks. He's signaling that he's coming to pit road, and I thought that it was a little early to do that, but apparently I'm wrong, folks. Kevin Tattersall, Nick Francesco, they're going to come to pit road behind him. And they were all running inside the top 4.
The race is half over.
And more pit stops beginning. Oh, never mind, actually. Cameron Norton in the 1 machine. And for Timac Motorsports, got a little bit out of shape over there in turns 1 and 2. Lost a number of positions as a result, and it looks like Timmy Brown in the 8 is going to come to pit road. Bad Moon Rising in the number 18 Toyota Supra making her first pit stop of the race. There you see her coming in. She won the NASCAR Daytona 100 for the Legend Series back in 2020 on Heat 4.
I believe Flash 9 got a speeding penalty.
Going to start her season strong here, and getting the report, you're right. Still sitting there on pit road. Matt Smith with a problem on pit road. Speeding penalty given to the number 10 team.
Yeah, and I had a 16-second stop, so that's crazy.
And the bad luck bug continues to bite this number 10 team. He led the most laps in last week's Daytona 300 and led every lap in the final stage up until he had the issue getting to pit road. And that put him a lap down. He had to get the free pass, and he was unable to capture the win or be a factor for it because of that. And now here you see him. After a pit road penalty, he's not going to be the race leader. 4 green flag pit stops. Josh Colm-Diaz, the bull sitter. Jesse Carlson in the 20. Nate Trow in the 74, I believe that is. And Cameron Norton in the 1.
That was a great lap.
And here comes Kevin around through 1 and 2 to see where he lines up with the 7.
As of right now, the 93 car is in the lead. The 19 just passed him.
Oh wow, how about that though? Sticking it out for a few extra laps to lead one. 93 would have been Daniel McGriff, and now he surrenders and goes to pit road. And Ryan Schreck in the number 19 Toyota Supra for Rockstar Racing going out there and giving them a good run. Finished in 6th in last week's Daytona 300, looking to keep the momentum going. Made the playoffs last year with his big win at Talladega. And here he comes to pit road.
Yeah, I guess 39 is the leader right now.
39 being Harold Burden. Takes over the race lead, yet to make his scheduled pit stop, I do believe. Started back on NASCAR 15 in Nosscar.
Straight out again.
And 4 laps to go.
He's got that thing looking pretty good. From the bottom line pretty much all the way around this racetrack, letting the car drift up a little bit there in 1. The 90 of Bradley Gilliland really closing in on him. Now Bradley's coming off a 3rd place finish last week in the Daytona 300, and that was his first career NASCAR Motormaster Series top 5. As here you see, he's giving up the lead. Harold Burden comes to pit road.
No, he's still on the track. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I was thinking the car I was following was him.
And around he goes at the entrance to pit road. He spins it just before getting to the yellow line. I don't believe there was contact with the wall over there. He came close, but I think he missed it. And I don't see any damage on the right side of that machine. He's good to go. He's on pit road now, but definitely lost a second or two there with that.
Still there.
Myself and the 90 are battling for the lead right now.
Nobody out back.
What a battle it is, too, when we all cycle through after the pit stops here. It's the 54 of Kevin Tattersall, also your in-race reporter, also last week's Daytona 300 winner, leading the race with Bradley Gilliland right behind him in 2nd, giving him a good challenge and a good run. For this stage win, Bradley does have a stage win in his career. Don't look now, but here comes Bad Moon Rising. She's making a move to the inside in the number 18 car. She's going to take the 3rd position, and it looks like she's going to challenge for 2nd here, maybe. That's Chris Ryan in the 9 right there with them. Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7, and Nick Don Francesco in the 6. This is the top 6, folks, all battling for the stage win here in Stage 1 at Las Vegas.
2 to go in the stage.
Perfect, 2 laps to go. Therefore, pit road is closed. And coming out of turn 4, they'll see the white flag. The next time by, they will see the green and white checkered flag to signal the end of stage one. Kevin Tattersall has about a 6-car length advantage over Bad Moon Rising, who's now comfortably in second. Bradley Gilliland in third. Josh Colm-Diaz runs in fourth. Top five in the stages get the points. The stage winner, of course, getting also a playoff point. That comes very handy, definitely when the postseason begins in 2021 in the springtime. Kevin Tattersall out of 4 is going to win stage one.
Great job.
I believe Bradley Gilliland is going to get second. I think that Bad Moon Rising got really loose coming out of 4, and that's what cost her second. Josh Colm-Diaz will get 4th, and rounding out the top 5 was Nick Donfrancesco in 5th. Now, you might be able to help me with that. Did Bad Moon Rising lose that?
Yeah, she got
Did
third. She got third.
Yeah, that was a wild turn 4 for her. Must have been just pushing hard and letting it all hang loose there for the final lap of stage 1. I don't know. But expect everybody on pit road here, folks. Most of them have not been to pit road in quite some time. They're going to need 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles and fill the fuel tank as full as they can for stage 2, because I have a feeling that it's going to be a little close for the fuel and the fuel run in stage 2. A little bit of a shorter stage for the laps.
Yeah, it said 22 laps before the caution. Juicy J did not pit, actually.
I wonder if that was a strategy call or if that was a miscommunication with the pit crew. We're going to find out quick. If it was a miscommunication, he'll be to pit road soon. Green flag is in the air for stage 2. Round 2, 2021 Nosscar Motormaster Series season, bringing you the first few races early before Christmas time when we take our holiday break.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Jackpot 300 here in Las Vegas. Kevin Tattersall takes the lead, and now they go through 3 and 4. Bad Moon Rising, 1 groove higher. She's in second. Josh Colm-Diaz, the pole sitter, runs in third. Jeffrey Robinson Jr., he stayed out. Remember, he's got those slightly older tires. He's now dropped to the 4th position. Now runs in the 5th position. Nick Donfrancesco coming through the front, as well as the 74 machine, the newcomer of JWoww from the Front Row Racing League. Jesse Carlson in the 20. Jason Doro in the 08, Timmy Brown in the 8, Cameron Norton in the 1, Matt Smith in the 10, Stephen Corley in the 22. They're all right there, battling for position in the top 10 and just barely outside the top 10. This is good stuff here. And what I like about this is a lot of these guys have led laps. There was a long green flag run there in stage 1, and a lot of these drivers pit on different laps, and we saw a lot of them have some spotlight here for this race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and shine some more spotlight as the race continues on, folks. Battle for the lead up front is getting interesting. Here comes JWoww in the number 74 machine. He's underneath Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7. Where is Kevin Tattersall?
A little contact. I fell back a little bit.
Oh man, we missed it. We were going through the field a little bit there, and yeah, the 54 Supra is not in our view, but I see him now. He's back there just barely outside the top 10, I believe. We're going to keep our eye on the battle for the lead. Keep our eye out for contact too. Josh Colm-Diaz up top. He's looking to take the lead back. He had the lead early. Lost it. Some scratching and clawing to get back there ever since Bad Moon Rising, the 18. She takes a look to the inside. She's looking for P2 coming out of turn 4. And don't look now, folks, but Matt Smith in the number 10 Chevy Camaro is backed up into the 7th position. At one point, he was looking like to be the strongest car on the track, and he's already back inside the top 10 after his problems on pit road. And how about JWoww?
Stay low, stay low.
Leading this one in the number 74.
Yeah, from everything I've seen, this JWoww guy, even though he's new here, he's a real good, solid, fast driver.
Yeah, I've heard good things. And in a league like Front Row Racing, a very respected and very talented group of drivers over there, I knew that we were in for a treat. And yeah, but here he is, folks, in his Nosscar Motormaster Series debut, and he's leading the race. Got Bad Moon Rising and Josh Colm-Diaz in hot pursuit. I think he's going to have one more solid challenger once drivers like Matt Smith and Kevin Tattersall can get back towards the front. It's going to take them a little bit of time. Nick Don Francesco in the 6 machine still running in the top 5. But all is good for Jay Wow in the number 74 car. Out front, leading laps. Cameron Norton just made a pass there on Matt Smith, and that's never an easy task, folks. Kind of looks like the 10 car is fading a little bit as stage 2 progresses. I didn't see if something happened to him or not, but definitely something amiss right now for the 10 car. Jesse Carlson in the 20 is on pit road. Kevin Tattersall, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. There's a bit of a Juicy J Motorsports reunion on pit road. Strategy perhaps being called for that team. Side-by-side battle here again. Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7, Jason Doyle in the 08. They've been battling a lot since the drop of the green flag in this race, and it's a battle for the 3rd and 4th positions. It's going to be 2nd and 3rd now. Bad Moon Rising goes to pit road. Nick Don Francesco does the same. There's Chris Ryan and Stephen Corley racing there. They know each other really well. They've both been here in the Motormaster Series for quite some time. And they're working together right now, or they were. Now they're side by side going at it inside the top 10. But green flag scheduled pit stops in stage 2 are beginning. Ryan Schreck, Alex Tesdahl, Bad Moon Rising, Nick Don Francesco. Pit road is a very busy place right now here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Daniel McGriff in the 93. There's the 12 of Jason Armstrong. Haven't spoken too much about Jason Armstrong tonight. On the lead lap, still a good car and a good shot to win this one.
All clear.
It's going to be interesting to see where everybody cycles out in this one. Some drivers short pit and some drivers are staying on the track still, and it's going to be interesting to see who takes what, if you even take tires at this point, being that there's not going to be many laps left when you leave pit road. Jason Doro comes to pit road in the 08 machine, and now, if I'm not mistaken, he was the leader, and he's going to surrender it now coming to pit road.
I haven't seen the 74 give up the lead yet.
And there might have been an issue with Jason Doro, then he might need to... Oh no, never mind. Yeah, Jay Wow was the current leader. Sorry, the leaderboard non-existent for me, and now Jay Wow is on pit road. He's going to surrender the race lead now. Moments ago, we saw the driver running in the 2nd position release that spot. Stephen Corley comes to pit road. Cameron Norton in the 1 comes to pit road.
The 21 is the leader right now.
5 to go. You got this.
How about that, folks? Brett Baker's still out there logging a couple of extra laps. He led the last lap, now comes down pit road.
Stay left. All clear, no pressure from behind.
Former NASCAR Thunder Cup Series champion back on NASCAR 15. He won the second to last season that Nosscar ever hosted on NASCAR 15. Those were some special days knowing that we were almost done there. Every lap cherished, that's for sure.
I have the 10 of Class 9 as the leader.
That guy, man, still finds a way to be up front and in the picture.
I don't think he's pit. I think he's on the fuel saving strategy.
Oh, wow. How many laps to go?
He just took 3 to go.
So this is interesting, folks. Matt Smith in the 10. 2020 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series champion, former Motormaster Series winner here. He's conserving, you're right. He's lifting a lot. He's letting cars go by him, and he's trying to make it all the way to the end of stage 2 without having to pit. He is your current leader, and if he can somehow do this, then he's going to go from having those problems and not looking so good here in stage 2 to looking like a genius and being the stage 2 winner, picking up a playoff point, and then restarting the final stage in the lead. This is huge, and all of these drivers that are right around him on the track are desperately trying to get in front of this 10 car. They do not want to be trapped a lap down or multiple laps down. The Matt Smith in the 10. You can see the difference in pace. He really does need to feather it, and he's been having to feather it a lot over the course of this green flag run. That might even explain why we saw him losing a couple of positions earlier. Drivers like Cameron Norton and a couple of others.
Yeah, this is the final lap for him. He's entering turn string 4 right now.
Wow. And he's going to make it, folks. He lifted and he saved. He's going to get to the end of the stage. Matt Smith wins stage 2 here in the Jackpot 300. A little bit of redemption for last week. Again, keep in mind, folks, he won a stage last week as well and had the problem later on in the race there at Daytona. And we'll tell it tonight is a different story for the 2020 NASCAR Platinum Cup champ.
Nice job, driver.
Top 5 on the stage, Kevin.
Yeah, give me just a second. I just crossed.
Yes,
Class
sir.
9, Chai Cubs Trips, Trouble, JWoww, and Brett Baker.
Nice. Brett Baker held on for 5th there, even though he stayed out in pit. And how about Bradley Gilliland, folks? 90 cars, impressing me tonight. He's been up there in the thick of things and in the top 5 pretty much all night long. You get 2nd here in stage 2. He's having a breakout performance so far in the first 2 races of the 2021 season. And he's got good track position for the final stage. Final stage coming up, folks. A lot of these drivers, in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and say everybody's going to be on pit road. They're going to take 4 tires, make a couple of adjustments if they need to. We're going to double them up, and we're going here for the final stage. Multiple pit stops will be needed in the final stage if it runs green for the entire duration. Green flag back in the air at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You're watching the Jackpot 300 here on NASCAR Heat 5 live on the NASCAR YouTube channel. Matt Smith leads them through turn 1. 20 NASCAR Motormaster Series drivers lead them through.
Got a headlight out on your bumper.
Harold Burton in the 39 running in 2nd, and it's JWoww running in 3rd. Brett Baker has taken the 4th position. Bad Moon rising in 5th. The pole sitter in 6th. Deep in the field, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. goes for a spin, and it appears that he's on his own. It's not going to draw a caution, not so far anyways, and that's a heartbreaker for Jeffrey Robinson Jr. First career top 5 finish here in the Motormaster Series. Came to him last week at Daytona, but we stay green. Back up front. Smith leads the way. JWoww completes the pass on Harold Burton on the outside. What a move that was.
Wow, that's fast. Careful, still there.
Jay Wow looking for the lead on Matt Smith. Now he goes to the inside. There was a bit of a block thrown by Smith, and he's going to get there anyways. Going into 3 and 4, it's Jay Wow and Matt Smith side by side for the lead. Coming out of 4, now coming to the line. Smith still has the advantage. Beat him to the line by a nose to lead that lap. Harold Burden, Brett Baker, Bad Moon Rising, Josh Colm-Diaz, they're all right there. The top 6, you could throw a blanket on top of the top 6. It's Jesse Carlson and Jason Doro running 7th and 8th. Not too far behind them.
Still there.
Kevin Tattersall and race reporter just completed a pass on Cameron Norton to get back inside the top 10.
That actually wasn't for position. He's a lap down.
Oh, wow.
But I am in 10th, so you were accurate about that.
Oh, wow. Okay, well. 1 for 2. That and firefighting. And Jay Wow takes the lead from Matt Smith, folks. I really like this race, and I like them all, of course, but this is a good one, folks. A lot of drivers have a fast car. We brought a competitive piece here to Las Vegas. You can see it, Jay Wow, Matt Smith, now Harold Burden, Bad Moon Rising right there. There's a lot of drivers that have a shot to win this one. Jay Wow has just powered his way around Harold Burden and Matt Smith, and he takes the race lead, and he takes it at a good time. We're in the final stage. Race reporter, Big V Racing League CEO, Kevin Tattersall. How many laps to go in the final stage?
47 right now.
You see, yeah. Quite a ways to go. Multiple pit stops still to come. If this stays green to the end. I can tell you that Jeffrey Robinson Jr., the 61 car, made his way to pit road after the incident that he had there. So he is a lap down, but he is on pressure tires, and he's able to repair the damage that he suffered. So hoping that this all cycles around at a time, a special time, that it would help him maybe get back on the lead lap, and a caution maybe coming out at the right time for him would save him. There's Jesse Carlson in the 20. Just lost the 7th position to Jason Doro in the 08 machine. He's trying to stick with him, and maybe they can work together. The draft is powerful enough to make a difference where you can gain ground or lose ground on the competition. Not significant enough to the point where it's going to ultimately decide the race, but it can definitely favor you or hurt you. Jay Wow's got a challenge. Matt Smith is back to his back bumper. He's not letting him get away. He's looking around a little bit to the outside and making it look like he's going to make a move, but then he kind of just cuts back in line and stays where he's at. Bad Moon Rising is in 3rd. Baker 4th. Colm-Diaz 5th. Top 6 have not changed. They've just kind of been riding at this point. Matt Smith now makes a bold move to the inside at 3 and 4. And out of 4, he didn't have enough steam to make the pass. The outside line has some grip up there, folks. There's some speed to be found up there. And now Matt Smith might have just realized that. He goes topside for 1 and 2. In the field, Cameron Norton runs behind Stephen Coley and Daniel McGriff. This is just a little bit outside of the top 10. Cameron Norton stuck 1 lap down after a couple of drivers were able to make it to the end of the stage. Matt Smith making it to the end of the stage. Field pretty spread out right now. Anyone who needs a caution is not what they really want to see. This is
You're going to need those
smooth, good
tires the
action.
lap, driver.
And that's what we want to see up here in the booth. But yeah, if you're in need of a reset, you're not getting one anytime soon. At least it doesn't look like it. And folks, I believe that Matt Smith is beginning to save a couple of laps of fuel. I could be wrong, but his pace has dropped. He's back to the 5th position now. He's still on the racetrack and has not made a scheduled green flag pit stop yet. Those are beginning. But he's yet to do that, and he's dropped his pace. Right now, it's actually J-Wow running out front, with Bad Moon Rising in 2nd and Brett Baker in 3rd. And I believe that there is some strategy in play. Cameron Norton is on pit road. Josh Cole-Diaz is on pit road. Jesse Carlson is on pit road. Bad Moon Rising surrenders the 2nd position. Kevin Tattersall, Chris Ryan, Daniel McGriff. These pit crews are earning their paychecks here tonight. Alex Tesdall in the 16. He's been on the lead lap for the entire race, just been outside the top 10 for a lot of it, but he's got no damage on that car, and it was a fast pit stop. Let's see what he can do. Former Platinum Cup Series race winner that came at Michigan. There's Timmy Brown leaving pit road. Former Brickyard 200 winner here in the Nosscar Motormaster Series. Bradley Gillen scored stage points in stage 1 and stage 2. He was not running in the top 5 for those laps before this pit stop. Got some work to do and some ground to gain if he's going to win this one. Brett Baker in the 21 on pit road. He was running in the top 5 before this cycle of pit stops began. Brett Baker racing off to a great start here for the 2021 Motormaster season, and they're all looking solid here tonight. Jason Doro driving for Brett Baker Racing in the 08 machine. He comes to mind. He's been up in the top 10 all night long. Bradley Gilliland in the number 90 machine driving for Brett Baker Racing has been up there as well.
The 10 car is the leader. Just making sure you still had him as the leader.
Ah, perfect. Okay, see, it's been tough here.
Yeah, he still hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah, I think he's coming now, though. I remember when I was mentioning, I believe that he was saving fuel. I think that he's banking on this final stage to go green the rest of the way. There was something he's trying to accomplish here, because now he's coming to pit road. And he was definitely slowing his speed a little bit beforehand. However, I think that if the yellow comes out at any point in this final stage, he won't have the track position that he might want.
Well, there's 36 laps to go, so he was pitting at 35 because he was a lap ahead of me. You get 18 to the tank, 18 and 18 doubled is 36, so he's actually within one more stop to make it to the end.
Ah, see, that's what he's trying to do. This makes a lot of sense. Strategy. It's always changing, and you always need to have a good one of those if you want to be a winner here in Nosscar. You winner anywhere, really. Fastest car does not always park it in victory lane. End car on pit road. The lead has changed.
The 74 is the leader.
J-Wow back out front. And this puts Bad Moon Rising in the 2nd position. Nick Don Francesco in 3rd. Bradley Gilliland finds himself now inside the top 5 after the cycle of pit stops. He's in the 4th position. Josh Colm-Diaz runs in 5th in the 7th. Jesse Carlson in the 20 runs in 6th.
That is not true. NASCAR Oof is in 4th, Mucka is in 5th, and I am in 6th.
Man, there's cars going a lap down here in all of this process. What happened to Bad Moon Rising?
I was 9th before the pit stop, so I'm assuming the 3 people, the Bad Moon, your NASCAR King, they may have all ended up with pit road penalties. But I do see NASCAR King up in front of me, so he might actually be in 3rd place.
Oh, okay. It's either him or Bad Moon because they're both right there, and they were both in the top 5 beforehand.
They could be in 2nd and 3rd. I don't know who's between the 74 and the 7.
Also, Bradley Gilliland in the 90 is the one that is not on the lead lap, and he's not up there actually battling inside the top 5. Yeah, we'll straighten out the running order for everybody here in just a couple of minutes, but we do know for a fact that it is Jay Wow leading the way. The number 74.
The 61 of Houston is on pit road again for his 2nd stop at the stage.
Yeah, see, he's definitely going to have to pit again.
Yeah, there's still 31 laps left.
Yeah, see, this is, yeah, referee's going to need a bit of a miracle here. He's going to need a very timely caution to get back in this one.
Yeah, I think the only person that's going to be able to make it on one more stop is going to be the tandem Splash 9 or Matt Smith.
Can't wait to find out. Under 30 laps to go here in the final stage. Jackpot 307th ever Nosscar Motormaster Series race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And it is the 2nd annual Jackpot 300 event at this racetrack. Wow's looking good. He is the race leader in the 74. See, he's got Nick Don Francesco in the 6th closing in on him. Bad Moon Rising in the 18 is the next car in line. And then it's Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7, but he's dropped way back from these 3.
Track ball, you're clear.
And problems for Cameron Norton in the number 1. It looks like his car is on pit road and motionless. It's not a pit stop, folks. It looks like his day has come to an end here at Las Vegas. Napa fan goes to the inside of the 74 of Jay Wow. Is there a change for the lead, or is this a battle to get back on the lead line?
I haven't seen a lead change, so that must be for a lap back. I did see Napa fan spin out earlier under the first set of pit stops. As he was coming back on the track, he caught the apron and it offset his car, and he actually spun out. He's the TikTok 6 car, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can sort this out here in a little bit. Just not sure if we're watching a battle for the lead or not. And either way, it is important, because if the yellow does come out, then Nick Don Francesco would not need to start at the tail of the field.
I've moved up to 4th place now, so Bad Moon is in 2nd, Mucka is in 3rd, Jay Wow is the leader. I'm in 4th, Convicts Popeye in 5th, and Ataxia in 6th.
Okay, so this clears up a little bit. We just don't know who's in 2nd.
Well, Bad Moon's in 2nd right now.
So it would be the 6th car.
No, the 6th.
He's the next car in front.
No, Bad Moon is in 2nd. Is what I'm
Bad
saying.
Moon's in 2nd.
Yeah, it goes
okay.
Jay Wow, Bad Moon, Mucka, and then myself.
Okay.
Mucka just pit though, so now he's, you know, whatever, the cycles have started again.
Perfect. See, they got to come up with a leaderboard, man.
Yeah, that's one of the big highlights of this game. Gotta love it. Yeah, those promise.
Don Francesco just cleared the 74 to get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
Fuel's gotta be low, driver. Let's finish this lap.
Yeah, so this clears up everything, folks. The 74 is the leader. JWoww, we knew that. But Bad Moon Rising in the 18, she's the one running in second. I believe that
she just hit, yeah. Right now I'm in second, but hitting this time by.
And everything's changing so fast. And like you said, I think you're right. I think that everyone's going to need to pit this time and again. I think that Matt Smith in the 10 is in the best seat in the house in terms of parking in the victory lane. But like I said, if the yellow waves, if a caution comes out, then he loses all that track position unless it comes out when he's still on the track and everyone else isn't or hasn't been. So it'll be interesting to see how this all cycles through, folks. There's different strategies going.
Yeah, when I just pit, there's still 24 laps to go. When I cross the line, it'll be 23, and I only get 18 to the tank, so I definitely still have to pit again.
That's going to be interesting, folks. See, Matt Smith is banking on this thing to stay green for the rest of the race, and if it does, then he's the one that's in the seat to win this thing. He's in the best spot, the best position to pull this off. Out of everybody that's not on that strategy, it's JWoww and Bad Moon Rising leading that chart.
NASCAR King's ahead of Bad Moon. They just passed me.
Oh, so coming out of the pits, NASCAR King, Josh Diaz, he's gained a position now on Bad Moon Rising, and that's saying something. I don't know, maybe he entered the pits a little bit more successfully because there was a bit of a gap between those two.
I think it's just because he pit about 3 laps before Bad Moon did, so he had fresh tires for 3 laps earlier than Bad Moon.
Strategy. See, there's always strategy going on. They both just run around the 90 machine of Bradley Gillian, who is 1 lap down, and they're going to do him around the outside. The green flag pit stop still cycling through. Ryan Schreck just left pit road at the 19. Yeah, a couple of things to watch here, folks. That's what it's about. Matt Smith in the 10 wants this thing to stay green, and if it does, he's probably going to win this race. If the yellow comes out at a bad time for him, then it's JWoww, Josh Diaz, and Bad Moon Rising
20 laps to go.
to have the best shot of winning this thing in terms of track position. Bad Moon Rising just made a pass on Josh Diaz, like you mentioned. Kevin, she's got 3-lap pressure tires, so she's able to put those to good use and hammer down and take second back from the 7.
So there was 20 to go, just barely, when I got by Matt, or Flash 9. So I'm coming to 19 to go, and as I said, you get 18 to tank. So if he can pit this time by, he's actually within range. He's coming to 19 to go right now.
Keeping our eye on the 10. Our screen is going through 1 and 2. Let's see what he does. Now going down the back straightaway. 20-degree banking in the corners. He's going to use every degree. He goes all the way up the outside groove to let the 74 machine JWoww go by. He's really lifting, and he's really doing everything he can to conserve that fuel. There's Daniel McGriff in the 93. You can see the closing rate that Daniel had just a moment ago. Pardon me, folks. And Daniel's going to go the inside and get one of his laps back as well. Goes into 3 and 4, hugs the white line all the way through. And he's coming to pit road. And that's going to be with 18 laps to go, or 17?
When he crosses the line, it'll be 17. So he'll actually cross the line on pit road, putting it at 17 laps to go. And as I said, you get 18 to the tank, so he's looking pretty good here.
Oh yeah, yes he is. This confirms it, folks. Confirmed from the in-race reporter Kevin Tattersall. Matt Smith good to go to the finish here in the Jackpot 300, and this puts him in the best seat in the house for winning this one, because everybody else that's left on the racetrack cannot make it the distance. They will need to come back to pit road for at least a splash of fuel, Some of them, if they're close to blowing out those right side tires, might even take right sides, come a few laps early to put them to good use.
So I don't know what happened. I'm in 5th place right now. Before the pit cycle started, JWoww was the leader. He's actually sitting in 7th right now, and Bad Moon Rising is your leader.
Well, that changes everything. So problem somewhere, somehow for JWoww, maybe a speeding penalty, maybe contact on the racetrack, but it's been very clean and smooth sailing out there on the racetrack. No problems and no troubles for quite some time here. We've been caution-free except for the ends of the stages in this one. Yeah, that's a tough break for JWoww. We'll have to get with him after the race and maybe find out what happened to him. Debut here in the Nosscar Motormaster Series, led a lot of laps in this one and definitely has a good chance of winning this one, but he's lost a lot of his track position, running now back in 7th. Jesse Carlson on pit road in the 20, and as Kevin Tattersall mentioned, it is Bad Moon Rising leading the way, looking for her first career Nosscar Motormaster Series win. She's got wins in the Nosscar Legends Series, Nosscar Dirt Touring Series.
Slow down.
Looking to park it in victory lane here in the Motormaster Series. She's come close before. She's come close in trucks as well. Her 2020 Nosscar Legends Series season was full of success. Found victory lane 3 times. And finished in the final standings in 5th. Overall, a good campaign for her. 7 different race winners that season. 45 drivers participated, and she finished 5th in the final standings. Something to be proud of. She lets Matt Smith in the 10 go. He's been on pit road recently. We know that Bad Moon Rising's got to come to pit road again. At this point, what does she do? Does she come now, maybe take right sides, and then run her hardest and see if she can catch the 10? Or does she stay out there and maybe hope a yellow comes out? Like, I really don't know what you can do at this point. It's strategy versus strategy. Bad Moon Rising's the leader on the 1, and Matt Smith is the lone soldier walking the front lines on the other. Jimmy Brown and Lee Machine on pit road for his final pit stop of the race. Looks like Jason Armstrong in 12, slowing down to go to pit road as well. Good battle for position here. That's Chris Ryan in the 9, Kevin Tattersall in the 54. I believe it's battle for 5th, right, Kev?
Well, right now I'm in 12th, but with the pit cycles happening and stuff, I can't.
It's always Jamie.
Yeah, the 9 car is actually really hard to get by right now. He's lagging back and forth on my screen. I don't know if he's doing it on yours.
Oh, yeah, no, not on mine. I'm watching him right now, watching it. It's a good battle. He's up top right now, if that helps you.
Yeah, he smoothed out a little right after I said it. He smoothed out. He's kind of just got those random glitches.
Yeah, and he was experiencing those in a couple of practice lobbies they were doing earlier tonight, so...
All right, you're clear.
Yeah, it could be a thing that's happening with his system tonight. Been in the top 10 all night long. He's had a good run. Giving that number 9 Timac Motorsports Chevy Camaro a good run.
I have the leader as the 74 car right now.
And there might have been issues there with Bad Moon Rising and getting in the grip in the 93. I'm not sure if there was contact made when Bad Moon Rising was coming to make her scheduled pit stop or not. But there was a message sent in the group chat that indicated there might have been some sort of issue between them. And I don't know, we'll have to inquire about that after the race. Hopefully there was nothing harmful that happened there. I don't really know. Matt Smith is going to be the new leader once everybody makes their pit stop. Bad Moon Rising surrenders the lead, and we're going to have a new leader here. Let's know who it is.
Right now it's still the 74 car.
Oh, okay, so JWoww has now recovered and taken the lead back in the 74. Brian Schreck just came off pit road. JWoww, there's JWoww. JWoww to the inside of the pole sitter, Josh Colin-Diaz in the 7th. And JWoww's going to give up the lead. Here he comes. Down pit road. It's going to be his final pit stop of the race. I think that even if the yellow comes out at this point, I suspect that maybe drivers near the back of the lead lap would be the only ones to make a pit stop, but nevertheless, I think this is the last pit stop for JWoww. He's on a lot of laps in this one. He's got a shot to win this one, and it just depends on what happens from here. Everything is out of his control at this point. Throwing it down to in-race reporter Kevin Tattersall. Kevin, who do you have as the race leader?
I got the 10. Flash 9 is taking over the lead.
Okay. Thought so. Just wanted to be safe about it. And yeah, we're in the final laps of this one. How many laps to go?
The leader has 6 to go.
It was a 100-lap race here for the Jackpot 300 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, round 2. 2021 Nosscar Motormaster Series season hosted right here on NASCAR Heat 5. Happy to be back, glad to be back. We love doing this and we love bringing you guys entertainment. 5 laps to go for the 2020 Nosscar Platinum Cup Series champion. And that is Matt Smith. He drove this number 10 car last season part-time here in the Nosscar Motormaster Series. Came into the season late, found victory lane, and looking to put a full-time season together here, make a run for that championship, and what a huge story it would be for him, a huge boost of momentum it would be for his race team. He could find victory lane here in just the 2nd race of the season, lock himself into the playoffs, begin building those playoff points. 4 laps to go, 3.5 now.
Man, we got like 4 cars under a blanket battling for 8.
Yeah, I just tuned back in to watch that. JWoww, Bad Moon, Chris Ryan, Kevin Tattersall. And that's 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th?
7th, 8th, and 9th. Or 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Ah, okay, so these drivers, yeah, all 4 inside the top 10, battling for position. All 4 of them were contenders and major factors for the win in this one at some point or another. And now they all find themselves just barely outside the top 5, still going to get strong finishes and put on one heck of a show, showed that they had what it took. And they have good speed here. Yeah, definitely. Not the finishes that they were hoping for, I'm sure. They always bring their best and always put on a good show for the fans. Stephen Corley, Alex Tesdall, Nick Don Francesco, these 3 having a good spirited battle here in the final laps. But it's Matt Smith in the 10. He can hold on, and if we can stay green for just another couple of laps, it's going to be Matt Smith winning the Jackpot 300. 2 laps to go, right?
No, white flag actually. If caution comes out now, he's still your winner.
Wow. What a strategy call. And it's a gutsy one to make too, folks, because if a yellow comes out at any moment, especially if you just recently made your pit stop, your track position's gone, you still may be on the lead lap, but probably not winning the race, and he stuck it out. For Bruv Motorsports, Matt Smith in the 10 wins the Jackpot 300 here at Las Vegas.
Oh, I popped my right front.
3rd career Nosscar Motormaster Series win and 1st of the 2021 season. Third win in his 15th career Nosscar Motormaster Series start. He knows how to get it done.
You gotta come and tip for gas.
You streamed, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. I was going to say take photos of the results, but we're good.
You're responsible.
That my tire was popped. I also unplugged my mic. My wife was in here a little mad at one of the animals, so...
Just send me the link if you can for the for the
I'll
race
post it in
that you
the
did?
deal.
All right, perfect.
I'll post it in
Well,
the
the checkered
master.
flags waved. You brought it home in the top 10. You ran most of the race inside the top 10. You were up near the front for quite some time, led some laps, won a stage. Tell us about how your race went from your point of view.
Yeah, inevitably, actually, what cost me was there in stage 2. I knew we were only going to be about 3 or 4 laps short, so I actually started saving fuel right there at the get-go. I had a little contact with somebody, had a little bit of damage, but that was when you were like, hey, what happened to the 54 car? I'd actually started lifting to save. The contact made it impossible to do that. So I pit, and I ended up finishing 12th there in stage 2. Made it really difficult to come back in stage 3, getting by some people. You know, when you're up front, there's no contact. When you're in the back, you're racing a little harder. So that was the big difference there for that race.
There was a lot of different strategies going on in this one, and I think it had a lot to do with the fact that it seemed to be a long green flag race feel. There was no cautions for on-track incidents. We were lean, mean, clean, and green since the drop of the green flag, except for the stage ends. Is that what opened the door for all those strategies? And even then, how do you go about picking a strategy and trying to make your moves and make it all happen and find victory lane like that?
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest. Preset racing, saving fuel. You know, they got wheels, they got shifters, they got stuff like that. I don't know if Flash has one of those, but it's a lot more difficult to save the fuel on presets. You just got to back your RPMs down to about 7,500 to be able to save fuel, while everybody else is going about 8,500, 10, 15 miles an hour faster than you. So the fact that he was able to do it and it panned out, I mean, awesome job. You know, luckily for him, that last set of the run, he actually shouldn't have had to save fuel. He was within the fuel range, so he could actually drive as hard as he wanted to, but he had almost a whole lap on the field.
Yeah, between you and I was a little bit surprised that he was able to have that good a track position despite going so slow to save that much fuel. Now, I realize he pit one less time, but I just didn't... I've seen it equal out before. I've seen it where you need to lift so much in order to even get to that point where you're saving that much fuel. And I just didn't know where he was going to be after everybody made that extra pit stop. And yeah, it worked out for him. Congratulations to Matt Smith and the number 10 team and Bruv Motorsports. That was awesome.
Yeah, definitely a good job. Congratulations to that whole team over there. Looking forward to racing them here at Auto Club in a few minutes.
I'm going to meet up with you in just a matter of moments here, Kevin. I'm going to see if I can leave this chat, and then will it disrupt the broadcast at all?
Are you trying to get him in here? I can just invite him. I can just invite him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, the invite sent.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
And how about Josh Colm-Diaz in the 7, winning the pole, running up in the top 5 for pretty much the entire race?
Yeah, he had a good run. He's considerably better, I think, than the first time I'd seen him. So, you know, he's improved greatly, and a lot of that has to do simply with, you know, sticking with it and racing all the time here in the Nosscar Racing League. So, big kudos to that 7 car.
I couldn't agree more. The dedication and the time and effort that he puts into practicing and preparing for these races is really what separates himself from the pack. He had a breakout performance on NASCAR Heat 4. He won races in 4 of the 5 NASCAR leagues that we hosted on NASCAR Heat 4. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what the future holds for Josh.